up, everybody? Happy Monday. It's a new week, new beginning. Hope all you had a wonderful weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. Except for last night's WWE pay per view, Great Balls of Fire. It was a good pay per view, but I hated the fucking last match. Samoa Joe should have beat Brock Lesnar ass, but it didn't work, so I digress. It's so funny because yeah, I have to tell y'all something, right? So over the weekend, I was talking with one of my friends, right? Telling him about YouTube and stuff like that. We were talking about YouTube. And I told him, I was like, this is what people don't understand. This is like having a job doing YouTube. And I do YouTube probably like 5 days out the week, sometimes six. It is so draining when you're doing YouTube because people don't understand what you have to go into. They don't understand like the amount of prep work it takes. Like I don't just sit behind a camera and just start talking. I really don't. It's some prep work that goes into this shit. Like seriously, it's some prep work. I have to stop the video so many times and restart. Like one of these days, I'm gonna have to show y'all the bloopers of my videos of what it takes for me to do them, and I'm gonna have to show y'all the behind the scenes of me getting ready for the video. Like, cause I have to get into the mind frame of getting ready to do a video. You know what I mean? Like, I have to get into that mind frame because it's draining in a way. I love doing YouTube, but it's draining sometimes. Like, especially when you're doing like a 15-20 minute video, like it can be taxing on you a little bit. But I love doing it though. But you know, it's like people don't understand what goes on behind it. You know how many times I have to edit the video and it takes a minute to edit and edit certain parts out. You know, it's a lot that goes into this shit, but it's fun though. One of these days, yeah, I'm gonna have to show y'all the bloopers one of these days, or the behind the scenes of me preparing for the video. So anyway, I'm mad because my hair is growing back so fucking fast, man. I swear. I literally just got my hair cut, I think like last week, and already it's like growing back. I hate it. Like $20 every week for something that grows back after 2 days. It's crazy. So anyway, continuing on with the wedding of Ned and Olivia. Like I said Friday, it was a beautiful ceremony. I loved it. Um, so we pick up where we left off. Everybody's outside at fireworks and stuff, and the fireworks was beautiful. I loved it. You know, if you go on the GH board on Soap Opera Central, Soap Central, you go to the GH message boards. So many people talking about the wedding was cheesy. They didn't like it. I loved it. I think a few people were missing. Alexis, Christina, Molly. I mean, Ned's cool with all of them, so I don't get why they weren't there. Um, like I said, his daughter Brooklyn was missing. It was some people missing from the wedding, but I loved it because it was small. You know what I mean? Like you don't need no grand wedding, especially when you're Ned and Olivia. I mean, Ned has been married quite a few times. His last marriage was like 17 years ago to Chloe Morgan. He was married to her back in 2000. So that was like 17 years ago. So this is his first wedding in 17 years. This is Olivia's first wedding ever. But I like that, you know, they didn't want to go with the grand scheme of things. You know what I mean? They kept it small, just friends, family, that's it. And I feel like all weddings need to be like that. Why do you need some big over the top $2 million wedding? Do you not listen? Back in 2014, Michael Jordan got married to his second wife. I think she's Cuban or Puerto Rican or whatever. So they got married back in 2014. You know how much that wedding cost Michael Jordan? $10 million. That's how much that entire wedding cost him. 10 mil. Yes, Michael Jordan is a rich motherfucker. He can afford that. But you know, still, why would you spend $10 million just so a bunch of motherfuckers could see y'all kiss? I don't understand that shit. $10 million? Hell no. Hell no. Mm-mm. For the life of me, I don't understand that shit. I don't understand why celebrities, people in general, just spend obscene amounts of money. Like I don't. I mean, it's their money. At the end of the day, it's their money. They can do whatever they want with it, but at the same time, I just be looking like, why? I just be like, why? Why do you do it? Um. So anyway, Sonny and Carly, they get a, you know, Sonny gets a text message from the nanny or whatever, that when she got to Carly house, Josslyn wasn't there or whatever. Nobody answered the door. So now Carly calling Josslyn or whatever, Josslyn not answering the phone. Josslyn see the phone call, but she's with Oscar at the bridge, so she's not answering the phone because she knows she fucked up and she knows she in trouble, even more trouble. So Carly texts her, she gets no text back. So they decide to, say their goodbyes to Ned and Dylan. I mean, Ned and Olivia, and they decide to leave so they could go handle it or whatever. Um. So anyway, they go home. By the time they go home, well, before they go home, Josslyn was, talking to Oscar or whatever. And Oscar was willing to take the heat for Josslyn. He was willing to tell Carly that he coerced her to sneak out and whatever. He was willing to take the blame for it. But Josslyn was like, no, she did it. She's gonna own it. So by the time Sonny and Carly get home, Josslyn home on the couch reading a book, trying to act like a good little studious child. So Sonny decided to go look in on Avery or whatever, and Carly. I'm surprised actually that Jocelyn called Avery her baby sister. I was like, she actually considers Avery her sister, even though that's her stepsister, but still. Um, and of course, Carly starts talking to Jocelyn. Jocelyn is acting snarky just like she was on Friday. Listen. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I thought about this shit all weekend long. Friday's episode. I thought about it all. It's embedded in my mind right now. I don't know why, but it's still sticking with me. When Carly said to Jocelyn on Friday, "I love you," and Jocelyn said, "Yup, goodbye." That shit is still in my mind right now. Like I can't even tell you why. Like I don't know why. It's just been in my brain, etched in my brain all weekend. Y'all don't know how bad I wanted Carly to whoop her ass when she said yup goodbye. Like she was so dismissive. Like it irritated me and it still irritates me now. I was like, who wrote this? Like you are doing a good job if you could write something like that and make me hate it so much. That means you did your job well. Because I couldn't stand it when she said that. That was so dismissive. And even today, like the way she talked to Carly, like she was still snarky, still attitude, telling Carly about every, like, oh, all the decisions you make, they affect me, blah blah blah. The way she talked to Carly, it's like she talks to her mother like she's a random bitch off the street. That's how she talks to her mother, like she's a bitch off the street, like she a crackhead or something. Like that's how she talked to her mother. I was like, yo, I don't understand this shit. Like I can't tell y'all enough. Like let me talk to my mother like that. I never grew up like that. Let me talk to my mother like that. I'm telling you, two chops to the throat. That's all I got to say. I would have been fucked up. And let me tell you, growing up, I took a couple ass whoopings. I took some ass whoopings because when you a kid, you're gonna try your parents when you're a kid. You know what I mean? Like when you're young, you're gonna try them. Even when you get older, sometimes you're gonna try them. And then they whoop your ass and they remind you who they are. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's what Carly needs to do. And this is what I said Friday. I feel like the writers need to explore that more with these parents on these shows. Like, whoop their ass. I don't know if y'all are familiar with the show back in the 70s, Good Times. I don't know if y'all, some of y'all might not be familiar with that show. J.J. Evans, Dynamite, and all that stuff. Good Times. And they had the Evans family. James Evans was the father on that show, John Amos. He played James Evans. Let me tell you something. Whenever his kids started to get out of line, he would always get that belt. And that was a sitcom. It was a black sitcom on TV. I think it ran from 1974 to 1979. Look it up on YouTube, James Evans. Every time his kids got out of pocket, he'd go reach for that belt and they'd shut up. James ain't play that shit. More parents need to go back to that. Let me tell you something. Frank Valentini, Gene, Shelley, y'all need to write that into the script because I'm tired of watching these kids on these shows talk to their parents like they crackheads on the street or something. Like seriously, Jocelyn has no right to talk to her mother like that. At the end of the day, she pays your cell phone bill, she pays all the bills. You live in a mansion, you live in a nice neighborhood. Who the hell do you think you are? Like she provided such a nice life for you. Her and Jax provided such a good life for you. And for you to sit there and come out of your mouth like that, I will say this though. What Jocelyn says to Carly is so true that, Carly keeps making the same mistakes over and over. But it wasn't her place to say it. As a child, it's not your place. But at the end of the day, Carly did check her ass and told her, I'm human. I'm going to keep making mistakes. And that's so true. We're only human. We're all going to make mistakes. Hell, I made quite a few. and I'm gonna keep making them because I'm human. That's what we do. You know what I mean? Like if you don't make any mistakes and you don't do anything wrong, in my book, you're not human. Come on now, you're a human being. Hell, we all fuck up. Some of y'all parents out there, some of y'all daddies and all that, they got outside kids, illegitimates that your mama don't know about that she probably know about now. That means he wasn't perfect. He was a rolling stone. I'm just saying. Some of y'all, some of us, we people have parents on drugs, people have parents do this and abuse and everybody makes mistakes, everybody do this, everybody do that. Cheating on your spouse, it's being human. You know what I'm saying? Like you're human. You're not perfect. Hell, God himself was not perfect. He wasn't perfect. Nobody's perfect. We weren't made to be perfect. We weren't built that way. But that's life. Josslyn needs to understand that. Sonny tried to talk to her or whatever, and he owned up to his actions. He apologized for what he did to Jax. He was lashing out, and he told her, he was like, I'm not gonna sit here and allow you to punish your mother for something I did. If you want to punish somebody, punish him. Don't punish your mother. She didn't deport your father. She didn't have your father deported. And I respect Sonny for apologizing and owning up to his shit. I respect that. You know, I respect it. Josslyn, of course, just got up and went over to the couch and picked up her book like she ain't hear nothing he said. I said, see, this is what I'm talking about. You need an ass whooping. I'm just saying, you need a old school ass whooping, extension. Fuck a belt. You need to be hit with an extension cord. I'm just saying. For those of y'all that grew up with those type of parents that beat your ass with an extension cord and a branch off a tree, then you know what I'm talking about. That's an old school ass whooping right there. That's what she need. A lot of these kids need that shit. I got hit with an extension cord before. I think, how old was I? I think 9 years old, 10 years old. I got hit with that shit. That shit hurt. Shit ain't no joke. I remember. I think I forgot what I got beat for. I forgot. I think it was something happened in school with me. I forgot. Listen, I got so many stories I could tell y'all from back in the day when I was a kid. Shh. I could write a book. I'm just saying, I did some wild shit. Even when I was in school, I was dancing on the teacher desk and stuff. I'm gonna say that for another. I'm gonna save that for another story. I'm gonna say that for another day. Oh my god, the shit that I used to do. Mm. Let me tell you, I'm a '90s baby, so I grew up in the '90s, early 2000s. So you can't mess with me, man. I did a lot of crazy shit. Yo, I swear I gotta do another video and let y'all know what the real is. Like one of these days, I'm gonna let y'all know. But anyway, let me move on with this. Um, so Nina was in her office or whatever, fretting about Valentine as usual. Now she decided to go get a drink. She go down to the wedding reception because she forgot that Olivia was getting married down here. So she went down there looking for a drink. Olivia and them told her, it's cool, she could stay or whatever. So she had, grabbed the glass of champagne. She was talking with Charlotte. Charlotte was telling her how much she missed Valentine and Nina and stuff like that. So Ned and Olivia, they get on the dance floor. Everybody dancing. Michael, Nell. Ugh. Michael and Nell are I tried to give Michael and Nell a chance. Like I tried, Lord knows I did. But I have to agree with y'all though. They are bland. They are as bland as broccoli without cheese. Listen, if y'all never ate broccoli without cheese, y'all missing out. Broccoli with cheese. Listen, my mouth is watering right now. Broccoli with cheese. Oh my god. Mm. But listen, they are though. Michael and Nell are as bland as broccoli without cheese. Honestly, they really, really are. They are dry as toast without butter. I'm just saying, like, God, I cannot see them together no more. Like, I just can't. Lord have mercy, I can't take it. The dryness, like, there's no spark. It's nothing. They look like they could be brother and sister. Like, it's just not working. The writers need to switch that shit up. Like, Serena Baldwin coming back. Listen, that rumor has been going around for the last few years that Serena Baldwin is coming back. But this time she's really back. They're doing a tribute to Scott's father, Lee Baldwin, who in real life he passed away. So they're doing a tribute to him. That should be coming up this week. I can't wait to see Serena. It's been a long time. Everybody was begging for Michael to be with Serena. I was too. I was like, they should have been together, but I gotta see their chemistry first. But anyway, so Dylan started doing the toast. Monica and Dylan did the toast, welcoming Olivia to the Quartermains, and Dylan his toast was nice. And Ned, they all toast, and the party got started. And that's when Kevin showed up to the reception and stuff like that. He was telling Laura that Spencer got away again, because Spencer cannot stay still, so he got away again. Um, so they decided to take off and go look for him. Nina left the wedding. She went to Windermere, I guess to get the rest of her stuff, and that's when Spencer popped up. He was at Windermere. He actually went to his father's old bedroom to get a lockbox. And according to him, inside the lockbox is his grandfather's real will, which would prove that he is the rightful heir to the fortune and not Valentine. So that's when Laura and Kevin showed up. Laura, as usual, was pissed off at Spencer for thinking he grown and thinking he could do whatever he wants. See, that's another one that need his ass whooped. Spencer is my boy, but he needs a belt to his ass too. Laura just felt like she over this. She like, yeah, she too old to be taking care of a child. Laura said she too old. Kevin, Kevin is nasty. Kevin said, well, you wasn't too old the other night. I said, oh shit. Come on, Kevin. TMI. TMI, Kevin. We don't need to know what y'all old folks do in y'all bedroom. Come on. Oh my god, that was a visual I didn't need. Come on, Kevin. We don't need to know what y'all be doing up in that bedroom now. Um, so Kevin told Laura maybe, Spencer should open the box, hopefully so that way he could see the real will or whatever and he could finally let this thing go. Even though don't matter what it say, he's never gonna let it go. And Laura is afraid because she feels like he's obsessed at this point, which he is. So, apparently the will is in Greek. So Kevin obviously know how to read Greek. He's fluent in Greek. So he read it, and the will basically is a copy of the original will, which states everything goes to Valentine. So Spencer was heartbroken about it. I feel bad for Spencer because he's still lashing out, and he wants what's his because his dad died, and he feels like there's nobody avenging his father's death. He wants to do that, and he's pissed that he lost the only home that he's ever known. But he still is a child, and he need to stay in the child's place, like seriously. So they leave or whatever, and back at the wedding, it's time for Ned and Olivia to take off for their honeymoon. So, they're saying their goodbyes to everybody and they go to their hotel room for the night because, I guess they're leaving for their honeymoon tomorrow. I'm happy for Ned and Olivia. I really am. This has been a long time coming for Olivia. Like, this has been a long time coming. I know some people don't like Olivia or whatever, but I'm happy for the two of them. I do like them as a couple. So, anyway, before she left, she had to throw the bouquet. And Monica was looking like, yeah, I'm not trying to be up in this. Monica was like, I am too old. I'm not getting married again. Alan was her one and only, and she is not jumping down nobody's aisle anytime soon. Um, so Kiki ended up catching the bouquet, but she gave it to Charlotte. Dylan was looking at her like, yeah, we're not getting married yet. Like, because you know what that means when a chick catch the bouquet, that means she's the one getting married next. I said, yeah, I don't think so. I think it's too soon. Um, so anyway, Michael and Nell head back to upstairs or whatever to the Crimson office because Nell got to, give back her uh designer dress. And her and Michael end up having sex in freaking Nina's office. I said that is so nasty. Y'all had sex in the Crimson offices. That is disgusting. I hope y'all spray that place down with Lysol. That is just nasty. So Dante gets a phone call from somebody about something, and then guess who pops up? Lulu. Mind you, Lulu was MIA during the entire like the entire wedding ceremony and the reception, but she pops up now. I said, damn, y'all, if she was, she looked like she okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with her or the baby. So I'm like, why she couldn't be there during the damn reception or the wedding? Shit. I said, damn, Lulu missed the entire damn night. Then she pop up at the end. So that's when Dante had to tell her some bad news, and Nina was at Windermere sleep. And of course, we already know what that means. Valentine is back. Apparently he was released. We'll probably find out more about that tomorrow. Spencer was at the bridge, tearing up his grandfather will, vowing that he will get back his inheritance. So anyway, this episode was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I hope all of you enjoyed it and this video. So hit that like button, hit that comment button, hit that subscribe button. I will see all of you later. It's been a pleasure, as usual. I'll see y'all later. Peace.